Hi, I'm Keith McShea, Deputy Sports Editor with the Buffalo News. One of the things we take great pride in each year is our coverage of high school sports, and particularly spotlighting the best in our All Western New York teams. The All Western New York basketball teams for boys and girls, those teams put together by Miguel Rodriguez and Bud Bailey. They are spotlighted here. They will introduce themselves, tell you a little bit about themselves and their seasons. Here they are, the first team All Western New York players for boys and girls basketball for 2016-17.
Tavien, Kemp, Archbishop, Walsh Academy. I'd like to thank my mom and dad, Coach Moore, and my teammates for getting me here today. My most memorable moment from this season would have to be coming back and beating St. Mary's at home. We came back down 7 with a little over just a minute left, and it really just felt good seeing all the other guys contribute and help us win that game. My game day routine I'd go home after school, eat something light like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, hydrate, and then try to get to the gym early and listen to music and really break a sweat to get ready for the game. This is Damian Lillard, and he is my favorite basketball player. And he's inspirational to me because he is continually overlooked, and he continues to prove his doubters wrong from high school to now still in the NBA.
Sara Pfeiffer, only in high school. I'd like to thank my family, friends, especially my best friend Noelle Devine, my coaches, fans, and everyone who's pushed me to be where I am this year and every year coming up. My most memorable moment from this year was dropping 51 points against Fredonia because they were a rival school. So I just feel like I need to step up that game and produce a big game to win. My game day routine is usually going home first, taking a quick nap, and then I start by listening to music and getting ready for the game. Just anything that will get me excited and ready to play. And then I get to the game and just have conversation with my friends and teammates just so we're all ready for the game. And then get to the locker room and we're ready to go. This is something I got from my coach when I got my 1,000th point. So it's something meaningful to me that I held every game before I got into the locker room and just thought about how I came to get here to play and have 1,000 points and everywhere I've been. And then these other two things are something that the reasons I play. I play for my grandpa and my Uncle Tom, who passed away recently, because it just meant a lot to me, and I used to be able to talk to them about everything involving basketball. So when I lost them, I just felt like this was a way I could keep them a part of me.
James Rojas from Jamestown. I would like to thank my mom for pushing me always to do my best, taking me everywhere, taking me to practices over the summer, to AAU, all the tournaments. I would like to thank Coach Drake because he always pushed me to do my best ever since middle school. He always wanted me to just be one of his stars when I got older. My most memorable high school game was when I scored the game-winning free throws in the sectional quarterfinal game against Will North at Buff State to go to the sectional championship game. My game day routine was after school, I would go down to the gym and get ice to ice my legs on the way up while listening to music and talking to my friends, and that's how we would pass time. We would just talk about the game, we would talk about what happened in school and all this, and that's how we passed time for the hour-and-a-half drive to all the away games.
Marissa Hamilton, Ellicottville Central School. I would like to thank my mom and my grandparents and my cousins, Austin, Jordan, and Logan Reynolds, and then my uncle, Tim Reynolds, for always pushing me to do well. And I would like to thank the Chamber of Commerce from Ellicottville for supporting me in my AAU. And Coach Bergen and Coach Bartozak, they've really pushed me to do well and always there if I need anything, even if it doesn't deal with basketball. So thank you.
Most memorable?
My most memorable moment would probably be having 45 points against Franklinville and my 1,000-point score. My game day routine for home would start after school. I'd go home, take an hour nap, no longer, then get up, shower, and then come back to the school, watch the JV game. while listening to music. I like to watch some Devin Booker highlights before too, and that's about it. And then for my away games, I have to sleep on the bus. And then once I get off the bus, I still listen to music. I actually like slow jams before a game, but I always end with like a hardcore pump-up song usually. This is a picture of myself, my sister Janae, and my grandmother who passed away from lung cancer a year and a half ago. She meant a lot to me, my grandma, because she was at every single game, and she was actually known as the candy lady to all my friends. She'd bring candy to every single game. She's always a sweetheart, and she would always tell me if I had a bad game too. Like, she would not be subtle about that. So I wish I could talk to her still, and I wish she was on the sidelines with me, but I know that she's looking over me, and I really appreciate all the support I got when she did pass away, and she just really helped me do well.
Davion Warren, I go to Bishop Timon St. Jude. I would like to thank my mom, Coach Des, Coach Josh, and Coach Damaris. My favorite thing from this past season was against Park, where my teammate, Joe Harrison, hit the half-court shot to go to overtime. And then in overtime, I hit the game-winner layup. What was most important to me was what made me keep playing basketball was my uncle Jermaine, who died in 2009. And I just wish he'd be able to see me now and be able to see me play. What I like to do before the game, I kind of like to joke around to not even thinking about the game. But sometimes I want to be in like a serious mode to where I understand it's game time, but I don't want to think about it. What I eat before the game, pretty much anything. I would eat, drink, anything. It really doesn't matter.
Claire Wanzer, Amherst High School. I'd like to thank my parents, my nana, my sister Ella, my coach, Coach Chatal, our athletic director, Kyle Ilg, my coaches and teammates over the years, and I'd like to also thank my teachers in the Amherst community. My most memorable moment was beating Williamsville South in the regional game. My game day routine is taking a nap and then eating a snack and then going on the bike. This season I wore a lot of pink just because my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer last year in June, and her fight and all her strength that she showed me really inspired me this season to be strong on the court and try and be a leader on the court. So this is my family and then my team.
Greg Dolan, Williamsville South. I'd like to thank my mom, dad, brother Graham, sisters Hannah and Gretchen, all my other family members, Coach Gabe Michael, my trainer, Coach Josh, and all my teachers and supporters who have helped me get to this point. Probably my most memorable moments of this season was scoring my 1,000th point and just playing in front of a great crowd every night and all the people who supported us. Game day routine, right after school, get something light to eat, sub sandwich from Rachel's possibly. Get some light shots up in the gym before the game. Get my headphones on, listen to some music, hang out, relax, get on the bus, and then it's all business from there, just ready to play. This book, basically about Pistol Pete Maravich, always kind of reading it, skimming through it. Just a book I really enjoy reading all the time. Player I definitely look up to and try to mold my game like he played it.
Anndea Zeigler, Cardinal O'Hara. I'd like to thank my dad, Sean, Nick, Coach Doug, Vern, Coach McDermott, everyone who helped me to get me where I am now. My most memorable moment is probably winning Federations my freshman year. It was good to come in and win everything, but I did get spoiled. I had to learn how to lose. And then I got my 37-point game, my career high, and it was a good season. My game day routine for after-school games is do my homework, shoot around with my friends and teammates. We walk to go get something to eat, talk, listen to music, lay down, take little naps if we have to, and then shoot around again and get ready for the game.
Cori, Dickson, Cardinal, O'Hara. I'd like to thank all my teachers, especially Ms. Scanio, Mrs. Bozak, Mr. Gross, and Ms. Costello. I'd like to thank my family, my friends, especially Coach Nick, Coach Byrne, Coach McDermott, Coach Sean, and my sisters. My favorite memory of the season was the Janesville DeWitt game because it went to overtime and we won, and it was a really intense game. These are a couple of things that are very important to me. My beats mean the world to me because I can't get going if I don't have them on, and this is my hat. And I do everything else. I sleep in it. Yeah, I sleep in it. It goes everywhere with me. It has to be in my left pocket. And my headphones, I can't do anything without music. Like, I always have to be listening to music. So these are probably the top 2 most important things to me.
Dominick Welch, Cheektowaga High School. I'd like to thank my mom, Brandon Welch, my dad, Angelo Welch, Coach Patrick Cullinan. Just everybody that's been supporting me through these last 5 years of playing varsity basketball for Cheektowaga. Just the Cheektowaga community, Cheektowaga School District, they've really been supporting me ever since I started back in 8th grade. And I just want to thank everybody that's been a part of my journey.
Memorable?
My most memorable moment is breaking the scoring title this year at Buff State, being the all-time leading scorer in Section 6 history. It feels really good to be at the top of the list. It's been going around all year. Everybody been talking about it, interview after interview, and it's a great accomplishment. I'm happy to have it. And this picture it's like my favorite memory from this past season. I got it during senior night. It was the best gift that I got because it was the last time me playing at Cheektowaga, and I gave everything I got for them 5 years in that gym. And it was just great to just get this and just be recognized. I love playing there every night. I loved everyone that came out there supporting me at Cheektowaga. And it's just great and something to remember.